dead before I said let's fight.
No, that's impossible.
By the way,
BT Dubs is BTW. I'm gonna bust you up. Nope, I'm not coming down. Where am I? Help! Milk! Chance got $5.
the champ got 5 on it.
Back where it came from.
Back where he came.
Ah, here we go. Oh, fun. Oh, God.
Oh, I tried to go in jump low. Don't for me.
Wow. Long live you, coward. Oh, no. I should have done that.
All right, hello YouTube, welcome. My name's Scum, and
I'm Meshy. God damn it.
I like how it didn't even come out. It's like you like gargled on your own spit, and it was like hit like minus 40 decibels at the most. He's Meshy,
Yeah.
and we are the
God
co-hosts.
damn it.
Just shut up. Of the First to 50 podcast. This is episode 50. No, 30.
We're doing after a great start. I thought we were doing a bit. Turned out we weren't.
No, we're just, it's all just falling apart, and that's okay because
That's how you know it's not scripted.
yeah, I wish half the things that we did that were so funny were actually scripted, but the world just doesn't know yet. But they will. They will. This is a podcast where we essentially talk to each other about what we did over the last week, previous week, current week. What is this podcast, Meshy?
Like losing audio? What's going on?
Are you losing audio?
No, I guess it seems fine now. I
Are
kind
you
of
talking about Discord?
Yeah.
Here, I think it's the Discord automatic sensitivity function I tried out, and apparently it's dropping like half the things I say. How about now? Are we good?
Oh, yes, we're good.
Okay.
It was like I feel like Scum's having like one of those who the fuck is his name is Captain Kirk. Who is
There's something William Shatner.
That's exactly what it sounded like, and I was like, wow, Scum's doing a really long bit right now about William Shatner.
I don't think you know how much you probably missed during the Silent Hill movie that we watched.
Oh my god. I thought, and I heard a lot, so that's saying something.
So what is this podcast, Meshy?
It's a podcast where we talk about things we did in our previous week. I almost said lifetimes. Videos, games, movies, anime, and everything coming up.
Reincarnation kind of man? Is that where you fall? Is that where your chips line up with what happens?
Why would I want to go around again? I finally made it to the end.
Oh, we can only hope. Well, I'm gonna start with my week. Because that's just the way I like to roll. I played a little game called Wolfenstein 3D. This was a crunchy video game. Meshy, I've never played one of these old school third-person shooters. There's no strafing.
Oh.
You have to hold the second mouse button down, and then you can go left and right, but you can't aim in any other direction except straight. And you don't have forward or backwards movement.
Oh god.
Oh, whew, that was close.
Oh.
I thought we had another whatchamacallit going on. But this game's really hard. Like I played on like the normal difficulty, and like you eat 3 shots to the face and you're dead. So you just have to know where enemies are. Oh my god, that guy fell apart. That's gross. I played this for about an hour. I can't go back because the idea of not being able to strafe left and right without holding down your second mouse button and then no longer having access to the rest of your movement is very strange. Um,
Hmm.
I just couldn't do it. I wanted to be like, oh, let me play like the old Wolfenstein, not like the. Apparently, there's like some 8-bit ones like on the NES called like Castle Wolfenstein, which is like you're essentially playing like an Atari color block man shooting stuff, and I can't do that. And apparently, I can't do Wolfenstein 3D either. So I think we're just gonna start playing Wolfenstein with the, I guess, the reboot stuff that started in like the PS3 360 era. I think.
I heard those are pretty fun.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start with those. I really haven't heard much other than cool because you're killing Nazis, but what are you gonna do?
Shoot him in the testicles, of course.
If Sniper Elite 5 has taught me anything, it's a Nazi's weak point. I also have been playing a ridiculous amount of the First Descendant this week. I've been caught into the. Well, Freyna got a new module and a new build, so she's really fun, and that's like my main descendant. This lightning gun is fun. I've been building it. You kind of just aim it, and it just targets everything, and then it starts shooting it with lightning. So it's kind of fun. Um, I've been doing the new group activity, which is like you're just killing bigger hordes of enemies in kind of a more open area. Um, and that's been fun. Um,
Ooh, tell me about this pistol.
the Peacemaker, it's just an old gun. Just
Oh,
it
just an
has
old
no
gun.
barrel, and you just shoot stuff, and it really hurts. Um, Di has been fine. I pretty much finished her build, other than the ancestor mods, which you saw me kind of complain about and struggle with because you have to
Yeah.
re-roll them, and it multiplicatively gets more expensive as it goes on. So there's an event happening next weekend where they half the cost of the re-rolls. So essentially, what everybody's doing is they're stockpiling the goop. They're calling it goop, the currency to re-roll these ancestor mods, and they're trying to get as many of the ancestor mods as they can. So that way, they just roll them all like one roll per thing, and they just go down the line, being like cost two, cost two, cost two, cost two, and just trying to get a good roll, right?
Right.
You can
Makes sense.
also you can also sell these on the player market for cash op currency that comes directly to you.
Is that something you're going
So
to be doing?
I'm not grinding that heavy. I am kind of almost trying to get caught up, just like finishing the build. I've been trying to finish out like Freyna builds and getting her ready to like kill the Infernal Walker, which is the Abyss boss right now, in like one phase. Um, I don't have enough materials to like make Dia do the 6-second kill yet that people figured out. So that's kind of silly. Um, but I've kind of just been enjoying the game in all aspects of it, running the new dungeons that I previously didn't get to run. Harris, the punch girl with the mech arms, she's super fun. I really enjoy her. Um, Haley got a huge update to her build, so she's super fun again. She's like, I'm using her instead of like just a big sniper rifle, like boom, killed the boss girl. She's my new like main mobbing descendant with the new setup that she has. So she's like really fun. She runs around and she just shoots laser like shoulder predator cannons, and she does big frost AOE's while shooting a gun. So it's kind of fun. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So you can. So people are like rolling and selling the modules. This one guy got like a perfect roll, and he sold it for 10,000 cash shop currency. Um, let's see. Let me do some maths right here.
Yes, I was going to ask. Like,
So 250 caliber is $5, right?
Okay.
So that's like the equivalent of like two. No, it's gotta be more than that. 10,000. I'm trying to think of what the price breakdown of like how expensive that actually was. It was hundreds of dollars that he made. Was it $200? Yeah, I guess it was just $200. I thought it was more.
I mean, that's pretty good though. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess you
I
have to
mean the guy.
turn around and spend it in the game, but
Yeah, but I mean he could buy the next like sets of costumes for a while and not have to like spend any real money. Um,
very true.
yeah. So that's kind of cool that you're able to like play the game and also get like cash off currency to buy all your cosmetics or your descendants, which cost like 900 normally when they drop. So I mean that's just I've just kind of been watching stuff and kind of just been grinding that out. So that's been pretty much all the gaming I believe I have done. Other than, hold on, I actually know what. We'll save Grand Blue for after you talk about the video game that you played, Meshi. What'd you play?
So I played Deathloop. Um, I was gonna start. I've played this game before, starting my Dishonored kind of road of going back and playing games that I have in my library that I haven't played in years.
Uh
I
huh.
beat this game once back in the day.
I heard good
Um,
praise from it when it came out, and then something went wrong with it, and I don't remember what it was.
I don't know what's wrong with it either because I enjoyed it. Um, it's got that like it's got a lot of humor built into it. The main character is fun. It's a little bit different from like their regular Dishonored games where you're like, oh, if I go full combat, I'm probably gonna die. And in this game, it's like, oh no, you could totally do that. Like, here's some guns, go blow shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the whole thing is if you die, I'm not gonna say the world, basically the time loop that you're in starts all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And as you progress through levels, there's only 4 levels. I think there's 4 or 5, I think is what it is. I can't remember. I think it's 4. Um, and then you have time that you can go to, like in the morning, afternoon, uh, blah blah blah, night. I forget what the exact breakdown of it. And basically, each zone has something different in it, based on what time you go to. So things unlock. People are there that weren't there at a certain time. So there's like different things to do based on and the world looks different based on how much time has passed or how early in the morning you go and stuff like that. So you're encouraged to kind of visit these places at different time periods and find all these things to unlock and do. And there's different weapons that you can unlock. There's like uh, a revolver that you shoot people in the head and then it'll explode like with shrapnel.
Ow.
um Yeah, and you have like Dishonored-esque powers where you could teleport or grab people or link people to their death, and so it's a good fun game. The only problem I have with it now is like normally you would just start a new save file, right? New game, start over again.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that in this game because essentially, like when you win the game, you go back to step 1 anyway, but you keep all of your guns and your powers. So there's no reason to have another save file because the game has already started over when you win. Um, so they don't have another save file. You can wipe all of your progress, but that means all your work is gone. And I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to start a new game. so so I didn't lose all the stuff that I did. So it was me trying to remember how to play the game with a whole bunch of stuff. It was like baby got a nuke on. And he's like, I don't know how to use this, but if I blow it up, it's gonna kill everybody. Um, so I'm trying to learn the game with an in-game build, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
fucking up really hard because, um, like I'm not used to the game's mechanics, and those people that you fight can see a lot better than the people in Dishonored. Like I'm so used to like people being like, "Oh, I maybe didn't see you." Now these guys are like, "Oh shit," and then they just start
He's right
shooting at
there.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really fun game. I enjoy it. You know, if you fuck up, you just start over again. You know, it's and the guy always makes mention of like how many times he dies, and he's like, "Oh fuck again."
No.
Uh,
Did you beat it?
um, Not this time around, but I have beat it. I just haven't beat it on this
I was just
playthrough
curious
yet.
of like the length of the game because I finally think I remember that people were complaining about like buying this game on release and then not having like a ton of content in it when it like dropped, being like a full
Um,
price game.
I mean, it depends on how you play it. Like, basically, the whole game is designed for you to go to these places, visit
Hmm.
them at certain different times of day because it changes the map and stuff. But once you know, and basically you gather intel on how to break this loop. So once you know how to break the loop, the game is pretty quick.
Hmm.
Because you just go bam, 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 rather than, I mean, it took me a lot. Hold on, let me look. How many hours did it take me to actually beat it the first time? Uh, it took me like 30 hours to beat it the first time.
Cool.
And that was me like exploring endlessly though, like
Oh,
revisiting different
as you
times and stuff.
do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Um,
If I learned anything from our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, oh my goodness. You just love to scrub every little grout line. It was something else.
well, you go through the city and then like you're walking around and you find a note that's like, "Oh, the garbage place only opens up at this time of the day." It's like, "Oh, okay, well, I got to go around the loop again so I can get to this time of day."
Meanwhile, you're throwing hammers from the top rope and hitting my character in the head and killing them in mid combat.
it was it was an accident. I had dust in my targeting computer and you know,
It was really funny.
it was really funny. uh,
Oh, I've been thinking about it a little bit. I'm not holding a gun to your head, Meshi.
yeah.
Would you want to go back through Baldur's Gate 3 and correct all the things that we fucked up?
Like you mean her not telling me you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, it would be fun.
Okay. No, I
We
think that could be a fun revisit to be like, okay, this is our Baldur Gate loop, and this time around the corner, we're gonna fix everything. I'm gonna give my girl white hair. You're gonna not get friend zoned, and we're gonna do other stuff. Like I want to do the remember I wanted to be the blood god, but I couldn't do that unless I was playing as the
oh,
party
the
member
weird
who's
thing.
yeah, the dragon guy who's already made rather than making my own original character.
Yeah.
Yeah, little things like that. Well, we'll
Little
see.
things like that. And then you won't have to kill Shadowheart's parents so that she'll be in love with you.
She asked me to do it, and I'm not gonna try to fix her because I couldn't fix her, and that's what made her perfect.
But then she was like, "Ew, bye."
Yeah, she was like, I like. Well, I think did no, she just said ew. Yeah, yeah, damn.
And then I
Not
watched my
this time
lady
though.
burn
This
up on
time
a
around,
dock.
we're gonna fix things, Mesh. It's gonna happen. Did you have
Yeah.
anything else to say about Dust
No.
Loop?
Go play it. It's
Dust
fun.
Loop.
Dust
I'm
Loop.
thinking of Guilty Gear combos. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Um, all right. This is what took up. Well, I mostly played the first Descendant, but the other game that I played, funny enough, because we talked about last week, was Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Because there were some new characters that dropped months and months ago that I never played. Um, and I'm happy to tell you, Meshi, I have a
Yeah.
main.
Oh, your mud wrestler.
Yes, this mud wrestler is. I never thought I'd be playing a grappler in a game. Um, but everything just feels right. It really does. It in a game where coming back to this game has been very strange because everybody I've played has rabies. They just hold forward and 6XL and just throw moves out, and no one has any control over themselves at all. It's nuts. It's like people are just ramming action figures together, like on the schoolyard. Jesus Christ, she's thicker than a fucking bowl of oatmeal. Um, she's really fun. I like her combos. I'm not having to think too much about long strings. Um, the reason I dropped Percy, Big Purse, is he became a, instead of the big damage character, he became a uh chip damage character, and at most, like I was watching high level play. He like just does a normal into an EX and then he puts out a blue flame carpet and then he just sits there and like keeps you in it and just kind of does chip damage to you, and that's boring to me. Um Landing her command grabs is super fun. Um she puts a sigil like on the ground, and you can call a rock down from the sky. Or if you land a command grab with the sigil out, a rock will automatically come down. So you're kind of, it's your deterrent from getting people to jump out of your command throw, is you have a giant rock come out of the sky and hit them in the head, and then you get a full combo. um I have a corner setup now that does like 7.5k if I have a sigil out and I land a EX command grab. She's kind of silly. Um, so that's, I've been pretty much I've been playing against Milk because Milk wanted to try out the new gun character, and I was like, I need a character. I played the guy you mentioned last week, Willness. Uh, he's not for me. He has buttons that shouldn't exist in the world. But we'll get to him in a minute. Um, so I've played 46 games of ranked at an 82% win rate. So I went from B to S plus in 46 ranked matches. Um,
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good.
it's good. I'm just confused because I haven't touched the highest ever went was S rank, and then I think everybody like stopped playing the game or whatever because people were complaining about like 6XL and like or moving on to other stuff. I don't know. So I'm coming back, and I think the rank system is accelerated. I think you're getting more points for winning. Like even now, I'm at a rate of, I think I get like 100 something points per win, and I lose 70 per loss. I don't know if that's a regular win loss percentage, and I don't know how much my win streak bonuses impacted how quickly I climbed from like B5 to S plus 5. And this was over a course of like maybe 3 sessions, maybe just like an hour, like here and there. And then I finished out, I think S to, no, I finished out S2 to S plus 5 today for like 30 minutes. I was like, oh, it's over. Never mind. This poor Uno player didn't know what was happening to him, and I kind of just like shook his pockets for lunch money and then tossed him in the garbage can on repeat. Oh, the poor bastard. So I'm kind of curious when the actual, like, I think big challenge is gonna start, or if the way the game is played is just kind of like people have rabies and you just kind of punish them for like just overextending. And it's like, all right, well, here we go. But that's been my um Grand Blue experience. I adore her, Meshi. I played Wilderness first also because I was like, kind of a brawler big guy with a big button and poking. Like I feel as though he might be for me. He's kind of too turn your brain off, and I'm playing a grappler, and that's saying something.
That's
So how has your Grand Bluing been this week?
um probably not as exciting as yours has been. I I have to sit in like 2 to 3 minute queues to get a match. Ma-
How?
I don't know. Like I will queue up for a match and then I will sit there and I will watch a video and then eventually it will pop up and then they'll either have 300 MS in which they automatically decline or I just eventually
Are
get a
you
match.
are you playing casual? Are you
I
playing ranked?
think I'm playing ranked. Thought I was. I can't remember because this was like weeks ago. Not weeks ago.
Okay.
Sorry, this was midweek when I remember just kind of like going through it. But most of the time I spent fighting Bob in
Mhm.
in rooms because Bob was playing, so I told him to join me, and that's where I've
Mhm.
gotten most of my willness. No, well, not most of the willness practice, but a big majority of it has been on a one-on-one thing.
Mhm.
The first time I played him, it was rough, and then when I played Bob, when I had a solid connection with somebody, it was not nearly as bad as I thought. Like before I described him as like two brick shit houses on top of each other. It just turned out to be the connection. He's not that bad. um
I Meshi, I don't know. He is chunky. He doesn't have a normal like run. He doesn't have a run dash. He's got just a
yeah,
hop.
he's just got the
Um,
hop, yeah.
he's got the little Autobots roll out. He just kind of rolls. Um,
Yeah.
the Dragon Rider kick is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's
I want to ask you, like when you're playing him, what's your primary goal? What are you doing with the Dragon Man?
um so it depends on who I'm fighting. Like I always think it's always depends on who I'm fighting. But the real shitty thing is like most of his moves, like most of his ending moves like power launch them further away, which is like really annoying with a guy that I mean he has this flying knee that like is a gap closer, but if you're like fighting somebody that's just like a zoner, it's like, oh, this is a fucking nightmare. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of sitting back and waiting for them to open up to where I can knee in because that's usually like the fastest way to
Hmm.
get across the screen, and then I'm just kind of attempting to mix up his low with his high. So like the blade that goes down or his unique that will um hit that's the
Yeah.
overhead, and then just kind of going from there. The difficulty I was having with him was I didn't understand. I was trying to play him like Soares, and while I can kind of play him like Soares, it doesn't really work
Uh-huh.
because with Soares, you're like rapid tapping and then you kind of do your moves and you link it and
Mhm.
it's really easy. With him, he doesn't like square 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 doesn't exist for him. He doesn't have those according to their character guide, which is what I looked at today.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh my god, this makes so much sense." So I need to be playing him like a two tap special guy where you're just like medium, maybe another medium, and then just some sort of special. Um but he hits really fucking hard, so it makes sense.
You have
Um,
all the idea in the world, Mesh. So, so like he has crouching jab, standing jab, punch. Like that. That's like that's your light combo. Is you crouch jab, stand jab, punch. Right.
yeah.
His knee is literally ridiculous. It is the amount of time, and maybe this is just different for me because I'm used to like, well, like you play me, I'll bike and gun you for doing stuff full screen.
Yeah.
The amount of times I was playing this guy, and I played him for like 25 games. It was just like they've committed and they're gonna do something neef from full screen from downtown, just immediately in. His God button, I don't know if you use it or not. His sweep is stupid.
Well, which one is the sweep?
Crouching you. It's the
Oh,
punch that he shoves his arm. Meshi,
yeah, the punch that he shoves out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
use his sweep. You can special cancel it. Just if you think they're gonna be walking back or walking anywhere, just fucking just throw that out into fucking move.
Interesting.
It is. he shouldn't have it, but it's what we did. And like once you push them to the corner, say like you just blue knee all the way in, his standing heavy is a great poke, and you just buffer into, like, you stay out of their range, you just standing heavy into his EX like ankle slice, and then you just get button button rush punch,
Yeah,
button uppercut, and then you've done like
a lot of
over half
damage.
their life bar.
Yeah, that's what I realized today is what I should be doing. Like you just kind of cycle through. Once they're in the corner, you can pretty much
Mhm.
just hit cycle throughs, hit cycle through, hit cycle through.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. But I haven't been using the sweep. I've been using the overhead mostly. But I'm gonna try
Yeah,
using
there
the sweep now.
yeah, you use that sweep and use the standing heavy button. It
You
hits so far.
Well, the standing heavy is what I use most of the time.
Yeah.
Is what I use. You apparently have so much more luck with the knee than I do because I've been grabbed out of it right as I've been about to hit make impact with them. I've been grabbed out of it, and I went, "What the fuck?"
Well, well, especially if you're playing like a zoner, like the main thing is you do is either like roll forward or back sway into punishing their next attempt at whatever they're setting up because they're in full recovery and then they're like on the way to do something else and then it's just like bam. But it might just be like a player tendency kind of like read kind of thing that I'm used to. Um,
That's fair. I'm still
and
still getting used to the defensive mechanics again because I keep forgetting about like the dot, well, not the whatever the
the
sidestep
spot
is,
dodge thing like
the
in the
spot dodge.
background. Yeah.
Yeah. um,
And he doesn't have I mean he is different because he doesn't have a 6-6L, which is everybody else's dash move. That's like
oh
eight
yeah,
frames. That's plus. He has his gourd projectile thing and his other like follow ups from that. So he is strange to play. I didn't think I was playing him correctly, and then I finally realized like, oh no, he is literally just do it, man.
yeah. It's I'm glad I'm the only one that had that problem because I was just like, this just
No,
feels weird. Because
and
then
if
I
I
went to Soares and it just felt
uh-huh.
so much better.
Yeah, he plays different than most of the characters in the cast, which everyone else can kind of play the exact same 6-6L kind of just rush down, kind of like plus frame into plus frame into guess. I will also say like if you can combo his regular knee, it's either the light or the medium or like the A or the B version. It'll pop them up and you get another hit into another hit. So you could like poke with far heavy into regular knee into button into like rush punch.
I think it's the
Um,
medium because I think the light pushes them too far. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure
it's
it's the
one of
medium
those.
though. Yeah.
He is goofy fun, but I felt like I was committing a war crime every single time I would whiff punish or poke with sweep into super. I felt like I was tactical nuking from half screen because that fucking sweep just reaches the world. um, but it's been funny going back to this game. But it feels nice to finally have a character. Because for the most part, like I did enjoy Soares a lot more than him because it felt more natural. I think he's just got a learning curve to him because he just plays different. Um,
Yeah.
but I love his animations. They are absolutely wonderful.
Oh yeah. Like his animations are so good, and then like that punch, it has such a good like punch sound to it. It's just bam.
Oh, so it's been fun. I'm gonna see how far up I can go. I'm kind of in a grindy mood, and it's funny that I've been kind of like just bouncing around different fighting games, which we're gonna talk some more. Um, but I've just been bouncing around, and right now it's like there's people playing this game again because a new character came out, and the boys climbing with an exceptional rate. So I'm waiting to see when I'm going to taper off from like the 80% win rate to more of like the 51%. Like kind of where you should be like uh, projected to in competitive games at least.
is S plus the end, or is
No, so S plus, S plus plus, and then master rank.
oh, gotcha.
So I have, essentially
So
5,
everyone's
10 below.
hiding in master.
Yeah, well, 10, like, I think it's the top, like, 11% of people are in master rank. Which is kind of funny. So it's this weird, like, out of the people that bought it and the people that are still playing, like, where's everybody sitting? And it's like, oh, you're already, like, way over, like, the halfway point at this point. um, and that's where, like, that split, like, comes from, as far as the player base goes. Um, but I think we're gonna watch some stuff because State of Play happened, and guess what, Meshi?
New games?
I was right. I think I talked last week on the
Nosferatu?
podcast about my conspiracy theory about DOA 6 and the content creators. Well, guess what, Meshi? DOA 6 last round got announced. So they're running this in their new engine, which is from the Dead or Alive beach volleyball, like, Prism dating sim games. So it's gonna look even better than DOA 6, and DOA 6 is already a good looking game. Um, but they're gonna change some stuff up. I haven't looked into it. I think I'm more happy with this being a last round game than, like, a new Dead or Alive. Because I don't have to worry about any of my characters, Meshy. They're all here.
Oh, so okay, so it's not a new game, it's like a remastered of it.
There's new characters coming out, and it's running in a new engine. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. So it's almost like Super Street Fighter. It's a Super
Gotcha.
Dead or Alive 6 that is coming like 7 years after DOA 6 came out.
Interesting.
So I'm just excited. I don't have to worry about a character, um, because all the characters I play are already there. They're gonna release new content for the game. Um, I'm hoping that
Why isn't the champ on this screen?
you,
You're right, they're saving him for last.
yeah, Meshi. They don't want to pull in too many sales all at the same time. It'll crash their credit card machines. They need to, like, stagger it out, so they're keeping him in the back. Um, and that's the other thing I think I talked about last week. Going back and playing this game, it's so much fun. Like, this Dead or Alive just feels fun to press buttons in. Um, and it's back. We're back, baby, and it's coming out in June. Now, I did see some things about there not being cross-play, which is kind of a little ish. The netcode, for the most part, is fine. Like, as is, it feels fine. I don't know if they're going to, like, make it better, give it rollback. But DOA's back, baby, and
Something to look forward to. It's
well,
not
I
that
don't
far
have
away, too.
Meshi, do you understand the amount of stress that fell off of my shoulders knowing that it wasn't DOA 7 and I wouldn't have to guess whether Neo Tengu was going to be in the game or not?
Probably. I mean, your shoulders are massive, so probably a lot.
Oh, Meshi. Atlas got to relax for a little bit. Atlas is on the beach, kicking back, sipping a Red Bull. I'm not drinking piss. you
Piss
know,
bowl.
yeah. So it's. I'm just so happy. The FGC can heal, Meshi. We got titties back. I don't know if you saw the announcement or not, Meshi. They were unapologetic about it. We'll
Oh
just
no,
watch it
I
right here.
saw it and immediately was like, oh, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, because last time it didn't work out when the PDF file, Mr. Wizard said that's not a part of Evo's core values, and then all that stuff came out about him. Yeah, he just doesn't like titties. But guess what? We're back, baby, and there they are. God
Bam.
bless the land of Nippon. Team Ninja, you're doing good work out there. I told you the reason they pawned off Ninja Gaiden 4 to be developed by Platinum, and the reason all these content creators have been making DOA 6 content, this announcement. I told y'all. No one listened. Y'all didn't want to listen to the message, but
I
the
had
boy
to.
was right. You didn't give me a chance to respond. Shut up, you. I guess we'll actually like watch and listen to these, and then we'll get into the movies that we talked about. Have you heard of Project Windless, Meshi?
I have not. I have now.
Prepare to be witness to
Windless.
Kentucky Fried Gaiden.
We are the children of water, born of the goddess.
I think this is the right trailer.
Creatures.
The cinematic trailer?
Soulless.
Cinema.
This world was never yours to keep. How
This was
dare
like-
you stand in the way of purity, little king?
I'm not little. You're little.
Chicken Little. Okay, never mind, we're saved. Okay, I just saw a clip and it looked funny because you play as a chicken man with swords.
Oh god. He looks so cool.
I'm gonna kill you. Fuck you.
The Colonel thought he could defeat me.
Look how cool he is, Meshi.
So not what I expected.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course, like it's a, what do you call these games? A Dynasty Warrior games?
Yeah, Dynasty Warrior, yeah.
Muso. But he plays a giant chicken man. Did you hear that? See that? So I don't know. This seems like a cool thing. I mean, the last Muso I played was like the Berserk one. Just because I love Berserk. Oh! Jesus Christ. I've never seen the Predator do that.
And you never will.
Is that a Monster Hunter? Is Zappa? What was that fucking asshole with the lightning that we killed like a bunch of times?
Oh my god, we made it. We even have Ray Romano guy.
Yeah, we just called it Ray Romano, didn't we?
Yeah, we just called him Ray Romano.
Yeah, that's a much better name than whatever the nerdy actual name for him is. That looks cool. You know, Monster Hunter Wilds is getting its final update not too long from now.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
I guess are they planning for a expansion pack or whatever?
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still being outsold by World and Rise.
Oof.
Yeah, so I don't think they appeal to the right audience, Meshi. You know, little things.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Just hope for a better Monster Hunter game.
Never.
Yeah. Well, you know, I hear you like Star Wars, Meshi.
Oh, yeah. You hear about it all
You
the time.
even played all through Star Wars Outlaws, which I watched the gamer breakdown video of why that game like died and did horribly. That was kind of interesting. That came out today. I didn't know the Division team made it. I love the Division. That game's super fun. The hell happened?
Well, I mean, go watch the podcast where I talk about what happened.
You were big. So you still had. There was still a light of George Lucas in your eyes, even when you talked about it, Meshi. You were hook, line, and sinker as soon as those sound effects happened.
You know, nostalgia is a very powerful thing.
I won't blame you, Meshi. There are certain things that if they're just brought up, I'm cooked. I'm sold 100%.
Yeah. I didn't even tell you about the Gantz outfit you could get. But What are you gonna do?
I reached for my wallet just now. I want you to know I subconsciously reached over for it. Oh, Christ. What did I get for a games game? Okay, this is Star Wars Galactic Racer. I hope it has better netcode than the Sonic game, because that was disappointing. That game's so fun to play. I just wish I could play with my friends. Yeesh.
Our newest
Skywalker's
racer
gone
has
up the service
arrived.
ramp.
Welcome to the Galactic League.
What was the name of the blue guy who
Since
crashed
you're
with the goggles
here,
machine?
Why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Poor guy.
Fuck, I don't remember his name. It was like
Just
Max
talking.
Radar or Rangar or something like that.
Now this is pod racing.
Okay.
I like the third person view. I'll throw up if I played in first person. Oh, you get that sound effect from the hover bike things. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Impeding!
Out of my way!
If you weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite.
Was that the Millennium Falcon mission?
Cheap ripoff. I mean, the tracks look cool. Oh,
Man,
like
the everything else looks okay. Now we're talking. There's what's his face. Now we're talking. There's the episode 1 guys. I was gonna say everything else looked like super generic. Like I was getting kind of bored of like regular man ship. Like this shit looks boring as fuck to me. But you start bringing in this episode 1 garbage. Like now we're talking. Now some stuff has some personality behind it.
I'm kind of, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I'm thinking that you're going to be able to like customize what your racer looks like parts and stuff.
Yeah, but if your customizable parts end up looking kind of
Being
like regular garbage like this, I'm gonna be a little sad.
I mean, that's fair.
You know, because the pod racing was like the one cool thing about Phantom Menace besides Darth Maul, right?
Yeah. It's missing an announcer that's like, in the hole of here.
and they gotta have him, right? He's gonna be there. We can hope. I mean, I have next to like no faith that this is gonna be cool, but it looks kind of nice. I don't know if this is actual gameplay or whatnot.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Like, part of me is like, what makes like those racing games fun is like the items, right? But it'd be like really weird to put that into a Star Wars racing game. So you're like, do I want that? Or
is it going to be like a death race thing where you have to go over points to unlock like the gun to finally like work on your thing or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Like with Jason Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham, which is a remake of Death Race 2000 from like the 70s. I think Sylvester Stallone plays a character in that movie. That movie's boring as fuck. They race across America. It's so fucking boring. Oh my god. I have an affinity for that Jason Statham movie. I like it because it's essentially just twisted metal. And I saw it at the right time. I was like, oh, what I needed. This game looks cool. I hadn't heard about it till this announcement. I know it's already been talked about, but sword game with dog companion, kind of awesome. Half the reason I played the first Ascend is because I have Mr. Depression and Mr. Spiteful, and I get to emote with them. What has Game Freak made?
Find out.
Wait, is Game Freak the Pokemon people?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, but I was like, that can't be right?
Are they publishing it?
I think they're publishing it. I can't imagine them actually developing this.
Oh no, I'm kind of worried now. Oh, maybe Kumiko then. Let's see when they're given it. Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if this is true, but apparently they have a small internal team that focus on the game's design, and then they outsource all the other work to external teams.
That sounds more like it. Those dudes have a hard time getting stuff to run on the Switch. Anything else would kind of be. We'll find out. But which is why I keep wondering why she's throwing Pokeballs at the button. You know. Okay, so this is the last trailer thing that we're gonna watch from the Sony State of Play. I didn't know this got announced. I'm kind of worried based on what I just watched, which we'll talk about towards the end of this podcast. But there's a new Silent Hill game that got announced. It's called Townfall. Really stupid name. So let's see what we're working with here.
Doesn't do me. You can't stay in this room forever.
The hell I
stay in
can.
this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different.
That was cute. They teased the Silent Hill sign with the S. That was pretty cute.
Is the title card going to show the S? You're just going to hide behind the mountain.
I keep trying to fix what happened.
His arm.
But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Oh god, is this a VR game? Is this the catheter demon? What is this? Oh, this is totally... Is this a PlayStation VR game? Boo. Okay, Screen Burn. Is that who's developing this?
Like it.
This doesn't look promising at all. This looks like this stinks.
Trying to see if it is a VR game. It doesn't really say outright.
Though, while Meshy's looking that up, if y'all want to see me play Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill F, I have them both, and I'm probably going to do it anyways. So be on the lookout for that. This week also, on my main channel, I will be playing Resident Evil 8 in preparation for 2 weeks from now when Resident Evil 9 comes out. I'm finally on my cooldown after playing Resident Evil 7. That took a lot out of me. It was a really hard day of work. 6 hours straight. Got there. Yes, Mesh?
There's no official it's VR. apparently is just going to be first person.
Ugh. And that's coming from a Counter-Strike guy. It's one of those things. I need my Silent Hill Pro tags front and center, third person, just like my RE people. Like I need to see my Leon do his kicks. I need to see Chris punch the boulders. I need to see Jill not become a sandwich. It's the little things, Meshy. It's the little things.
Just a little thing.
But that ends the gaming and trailer portion of the podcast because we're going to get into the movies that we watched this week. And boy, howdy, did we watch some movies.
Yeah.
This week, I watched the Far Cry movie.
There was a Far Cry movie?
Yes, Meshy. And it starred this German guy. So the whole movie is he works for a boat ferrying service who takes people on like whale tours on a lake, which that doesn't make any sense. Why would you see whales out there? But I guess that's part of the gimmick. And this reporter lady goes, "Oh, my uncle works on this island. I lost contact with him. I need to go to the island." And the guy's like, "Okay, good luck." And she's like, "Well, here's money." And he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And he takes her to the island, and there's some superhuman experiments going on where they're turning people into albino bulletproof death machines. And it's up to Far Cry Man to rescue this girl and her uncle, who turns into one of the albino fighting machines that you see right here. I've never played a Far Cry game. I don't know if this is a plot of Far Cry.
No. As far as I remember, no. Like maybe
Are
one
there
or
not
two.
experiments going on islands that you uncover? I don't.
The earliest memory I have is Far Cry 3, and that was more like, I think it was Far Cry 3. Oh, when it got really big. That's more like Psycho trapped on an island with like cartel or drug lords or like, something else. It's not usually like sci-fi fucking we made the Hulk but albino kind of thing.
Multiple of them. They all turn pale, and their only weak point is their eyeballs and their mouth. Like the rest of their skin is bulletproof. So there's a scene of the scientist guy showing off like, so you have Bobby's dad from Twin Peaks, the bald Navy guy or whatever.
Yeah.
He shows up and he's like, "So what are we spending our U.S. military dollars on?" He comes in, he talks just like him. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Bobby's dad." That's probably why I like this movie so much.
God
and
damn it.
they walk into the room, and there you see one of the albino guys like latched to a chair, and he's like, "So what's the deal?" And the doctor guy hands him a gun. He's like, "Shoot him, but not in the face." And the guy's like, "All right." And he shoots him, and the bullets bounce off, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Oh, his skin's bulletproof now. The only weak point's the eyes and the mouth, and they're kind of invincible." He's like, "Oh,
What
that's
about the
awesome."
ass?
And then he's like, "Well, uncuff him. Let's see what he can do." He's like, "No, I can't do that. He'll kill everybody here." And he's like, "What the hell?" You mean you've created something that we can't control? We're shutting this down. And he's like, "Fuck, all right." And then the fucking albino guy breaks out and starts killing people, and they're like, "Sedate him! Sedate him!" And these fucking scientists are getting ragged all across the room as this albino dude is just going ham, and they finally sedate him again. And then they have a limited time where I think the doctor is trying to get in touch with like someone overseas to sell them the product because the U.S. government's gonna be shutting down the research. Yeah. And that's kind of it. Like the PMC, like the private military dudes that they have hired to like guard the base are getting killed off by the albino dudes for testing, and they're like, this isn't great. And so they end up turning on him. So there's like in war going on. The boat guy is trying to save the girl. The uncle gets shot in the face at the end as he's snapping the main bad girl's neck. And then the movie just ends with the boat guy and the Latina girl getting off the island. They start a relationship, and he goes back to ferrying people on the boat. There's a fat guy who can't act who is the comic relief because he's the food supplier guy for these people on the island. He gets saved by the boat guy with the Heimlich maneuver. This movie's not great. The acting's pretty terrible and the dialogue's bad, but it almost made it funny because at one point, just to give you an idea of what the dialogue is like. So the boat guy, he's kind of a degenerate. He's ex-military, and all he does is like he drinks, sleeps on his boat, and then he ferries people out for this older couple who owns the business, right?
Right.
So the old guy is outside, and his wife's like, "Where's the boat guy?" And he's like, "It's like 3:00. He's probably out on his boat or something. I don't know." And he's like, "Well, he needs to wake up. He works for us." And he's like, "Well, technically, he's hired contractor." And she ends up pulling out like a fucking like BB gun and shoots the bell on the boat, and it wakes up the boat guy. And she storms back inside, and the old man's just like, "Huh, menopause." You know, it's like that late 2000s, just kind of unabashed, just kind of whatever humor. This movie wasn't great. It was like a 5 out of 10 at best. It wasn't great. It was just poorly acted. It almost seemed like a fan film. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think I could recommend this thing. But I kind of had fun watching it.
So it's so bad it's good kind of movie.
Yeah, I guess so. Very of its era.
Yeah.
So you told me about a film. Where the hell do you find these things?
Well, I'm browsing our, usual website and doing the horror category because I'm looking for monster movies. I need them in my life,
You
and
have a problem.
I have such a problem.
Your fucking monster movie problem is my Gantz problem.
Yeah.
Mesh, you just need to face it. We're never gonna get anything like it ever again.
No, that's why I'm kind of relying on maybe indie movies kind of doing it in some way,
It's never gonna happen.
I just want an interesting monster. That's all I want, really.
At least I have the fact that there's an untranslated third series of Gantz that we're eventually gonna get that I'm gonna be able to read. So that's gonna be awesome. You, on the other hand, are depending on these people. What is this movie called? Skin Jackers?
Yeah. So it's not a good movie in any way. Like,
who could have seen this coming?
I know, right? But it's like it's really weird because it's shot. Well, no. Well, I mean, I think it's just because Ireland is beautiful in its own right. So it's kind of like, how can you make it look bad, kind of way?
Such a Lord of the Rings nerd.
Shut up. And they weren't even.
That's where Aragorn
Ireland.
broke his foot.
They weren't even in Ireland.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so anyways, back to the Skin Jackers movie. That's a terrible
Jackers,
name.
Yeah.
Is that Jack Black? Irish version?
You would think, yeah. But like some of these people are cast very well. Like the old man is cast great. Everyone else fucking is cast. They're like terrible actors. There's just 3 stereotypical, like they have aliens in it, but then they thought, what if we added 3 dudes that you were like, ooh, they're terrible. Like they go out of their way to just be evil for no other reason than to just be evil. But like these aliens, basically a meteor crash lands in Ireland in this back country place, and you never see it. You never know if it's like a fungus or an infect or like a big thing that goes around and like, plants things in people. You just see the people that have been taken over and then like weird little spiky things that come out of your mouth. But other than that, that's about it. So you never know how they get taken or possessed or whatever. So it's very hard to tell what kind of aliens these are. And basically they create a pocket that absorbs electricity in this very small area. So basically our story is these people are driving along, their car batteries get drained, or their batteries in general get drained, and then they're stranded. You have an old man and his granddaughter. You have the three stooges of evil, and then you have like the camper van full of I think some of them are Americans that have come to visit Ireland, and basically in the beginning they're all in this crowded place. They're all talking to each other. The Americans' camper van moves slightly. Ooh, something's back there. It moves kind of bigly, and you're like, oh shit. And so everyone's staring at this camper van that they're 5 feet. They're 5 feet from it.
Mm-hmm.
And the big guy who is one of the big evil doofuses guy goes over and he grabs one of them by the neck. He's like, come on, we're going over there. And the guy's like, oh wait, no, come on. And they move behind this camper van. Everyone is within 5 feet of them. And they're looking at this camera, like, oh, something moving. He's like, oh, what's that? And there's like a blood smear or something on the side of the camper van. And the guy, the not big muscular dude, the nerdy one that he grabbed by the neck, starts looking at it, turns his back, and then big muscular dude gets grabbed by something and then just taken off into the woods. Nobody sees it. Nobody hears it. They're all within like range of it. It's like stealth ninja carried away a 300-pound man, and that they were all staring at.
A skin jacker.
A skin jacker, which you find out is just another dude that was skin jacked. So it's just another 300-pound muscular dude wandering through the forest, ran over, grabbed him by the neck, knocked him out, and then just dragged him into the woods. So it's just like, how did you guys not see him in any way? But whatever. That's just kind of the absurdity that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And it drags him through the forest and then just lets him go. He just drops him. And then the guy wakes up and he's freaking out and his head hurts. He's like, where is it? So he goes and tries to find him. He's like, oh, someone's fucking with me. So he wanders off, not back towards his group.
Mm-hmm.
Comes to a farmhouse. Is like, you're in there, aren't you? And he breaks into the farmhouse, goes into the bedroom, and gets shot in the stomach with a shotgun. And this woman's like, oh my god, you're not one of them. And he's like, you bitch. And like the absurdity of this story, like it's just so bad. Eventually what happens is they all make it to that farmhouse where those people are. Because it's getting night, and I guess the skinjackers are more active at night. And so they race into this farmhouse. They close all the doors. The people are like, you can't open this door. They will kill us. Like we can't go outside. We can't do anything. So the skinjackers are all surrounding the house, and there's only like 3 of them, but they're like super strong. But they can't break down a small wooden door. Eventually, the lady that shot the guy in the stomach, who has been through this, sees her mom outside, who was one of the people that got skin jacked.
Mm-hmm.
She freaks out and she tries to open the door, even though she knows she shouldn't. I don't know why she does. And eventually she opens the door. She gets pulled out, killed, and they slam the door and they lock it, and they're like, okay, nobody else go out there. Her husband's kind of like not freaking out. He's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then they just break in. They just kick down the door and then bust out the windows that they spent like 30 minutes just staring at this whole time. It's like, why didn't they do that before? But okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They run outside. They're trying to run away. One of the guys gets brutally mauled to death. He gets like ripped apart in front of them,
Ow.
and the rest get captured. I think actually one guy gets like beaten the shit out of. They get captured, and then it cuts to morning, and the cops show up to this pile of vehicles. Everything's working again. Oh, it wasn't even cops. Sorry, it wasn't cops. It was just some two worker dudes. They look like maybe painters or something. I don't know, handymen. They're in like those one-piece jumpsuits.
Yeah.
And they come across all these caravans. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And they meet one of the guys who was hanging out there. And he's like, oh, my friends, they were going to this farmhouse. Da 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 da. They're up the road. And then the guys are like, you smoking weed? Like, what are you talking about? You kill your friend? Is that what happened? And they're like, he's like, no. And they're like, we're gonna go check this out. And it's the old guy that you were like, is that Jack Black? And his friend. So those two wander off to the farmhouse.
Sorry, just thinking of that scene from fucking Dumb and Dumber. You've been sipping like Grandpa's cough syrup? You shut your mouth if you know it's good for you. Sorry, everything's Dumb and Dumber for me.
Yeah,
Okay, go on. They find Jack Black and the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they wander off to this farmhouse, and eventually they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" You know, and they see a little pile of smoke in the distance. So they walk over there, and they see this hole in the ground, or like the it's all grass, and then in the center is like a dark hole that has a little smoke coming out. And the guy walks over there, and he's like, he looks at the other guy. He's like, "What is it?" He's like, "It's fucking aliens." He's like, what? He's like, it's aliens. Look. And he's looking at this. It's just a hole with smoke coming out of it. He's like, we got to go down there. He's like, what? What do you mean we got to go down there? He's like, we got to go down there. And he's already climbing. He's belly crawling through this tiny hole into whatever for no reason other than to just do it. And then he finds basically everybody strapped to the walls with cords and whatever, and he's like, we gotta save these people. So they try and save these people, and they do save some of them. And there's this weird flashback where it shows like one of them was turned, so he goes they go to wake one of them, and then he just gets the guy wakes up, screams, grabs the guy in the face, and then like crushes it in his hands.
Ow.
And so the two of them that went to rescue them, one of the guys gets lost in a 5-meter hallway that has no other way out. He's getting lost. He's like, I don't know how to get out. Everyone else is escaping. The ship is taking off or exploding. It doesn't really tell. And he gets stuck down there. So the Jack Black crawls back in the hole. He's like, I found you. And then both of them die. And then the other people get away.
And that's how the movie ends?
Yeah, then the cops show up and they talk to the one high friend, and they're like, you smoking weed? And he's like, no. It's just
cough syrup.
Yeah. It's just like it was just such a weird movie that was terrible. Like it just I don't know. It's so absurd. The things that happened in this movie.
And we give wish I had more hands, so we give Skin Jackers 4 thumbs down.
Yeah. I'd give it 4 thumbs down, yeah.
So I'm a little sad.
Oh.
So I completely forgot about this till just now. So last week, I think I talked about finishing Kamen Rider Stronger, or the previous week. And it's been a couple podcasts maybe, where I finished Stronger. It finished on such a strong note. We had all the writers come back. We had Pops there. It was just a really cool team up, and it really captured the heart of what I love from Kamen Rider. I started the next series that followed up, which is Kamen Rider Sky Rider. Person, he's a costume. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's not
Because every previous writer beforehand, you have a person behind the mask, the man who steps up into the role and decides to fight against the evil that seems completely unwinnable, but it's through sheer grit, determination, the support of people like Pops and the team that lead the writer to save the world. That's endearing. This guy, his parents have already died off screen, okay? This is his inception into being the next writer. His parents are already dead, and we don't even know about this. He's out camping with his friends, and his friends get sucked into the ground and killed by the monster guy. And we don't even, know the friends for more than 5 seconds. And then they just... the scientist guy is like an ex-Shocker. They brought Shocker back. Shocker's a thing. But I don't know. I'm going to keep going. Apparently, this show has the most amount of crossover with other writers out of any series. So I think what happens is the writer and the cast for this show weren't very strong, so they tried to bring people in that people liked. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And that's all I have to say. We'll
get an update.
We'll get an update. I'm about 3 or 4 episodes in. It's just kind of, we came strong off of Stronger, pun intended. And now we're kind of a little bit limp wristing it, and it's just not underhand pass, and it's just not hitting because he's not a character. He's just a costume. He's not even really a writer. Like, we've seen on a bike once. At first, they called him, he transforms, starts flying, and the guy looks in the sky, he's like, he must be a common rider. And it's like, why? He hasn't ridden anything. He's just flying. Whatever. I digress. Okay, we're going to be able to talk about both of these together. Okay, I decided to watch something else a little fun. Mechanical Violator.
What a name!
Highcarder. How do you say that, Meshi? Highkiter. Sorry.
Highkiter.
Yeah, sorry. It my dumb fucking Western brain. I'm so sorry to the Japanese speakers. This is Mad Max meets Kamen Rider. It's kind of awesome. The story's super simple. All that happens is these bandits break into a prison, and they break out this guy in black armor. He's chained to a stone chair with comically large chains. And they're like, wait, there's no treasure in here. I thought there's treasure here. Who's this guy? Don't move, and start unloading guns into him. And he kills all of them. And it's really rad. Look at that. There's a Beetleborgs. There's whatever else over here. And so he breaks out of the prison that he was locked up in, and he heads towards this town, which is surrounded by this gate, and it's called Jesus Town. And God. It's a society built around no one does anything wrong or disobeys the law, and everyone gets to live in harmony in this post-apocalyptic world where everything's gone to shit, except within these walls. You act right, you'll be treated right. But if you step out of line, they implant your brain with a lobotomy chip, and they turn you into some of the stormtroopers we see here on the dirt bikes, which are the super soldiers. So it's kind of like you get to live nicely under a iron fist, you know? And so Hokkaido ends up meeting up with the rebel group, and the rebel group, they end up following them and gun all of them down. You have a group, you hardly get to see them. Here's our rebel group. You got a white guy, older Asian dude, 2 Japanese girls, a black dude, and I think another Asian guy. This is our group of rebels who's fighting the good fight against Jesus Town. Because they're like, it's not right that no one has free choice. So they rescue Hokkaido, and then the stormtroopers fall back and gun down everybody. Everybody gets killed. Fucking everybody. And then this main girl here keeps having dreams about being saved by a knight in black armor, and it ends up being him. She has a sad death scene where Hokkaido takes her out to like a fucking canyon, beautiful vista or whatever. Like, this is my secret place. This is where I wanted to get married. And it's kind of sad. And she ends up dying. And Hokkaido goes like, okay, go to Jesus Town. And he drives through the gate and fucking blows it up and kills everybody inside. And then he rides off into the night. It's about an hour and 17 minutes. I enjoyed it. It's pretty violent. People are getting stabbed through the head with like fucking mechanical claws. It has some of the funniest death scenes I think I've seen in a lot of stuff. Okay, picture this, Meshi. You have this rider in black armor on this black motorcycle, right? And he's riding.
Mm-hmm.
You have the stormtroopers on their dirt bikes. Okay?
Okay.
Fucking stormtrooper comes up beside him, pulls a grenade, and he's like, wait, where'd he go? And the rider pulls up beside him. And he's like, huh? And the rider sticks his leg out and taps on the brake on the guy's dirt bike, and he flips over and explodes with his own grenade. It's pretty good. There's one of the stormtroopers is riding directly at him, so they're about to have a head-on collision. Hokkaido turns to the right and clotheslines this guy off of his bike. It's so metal. I just had fun with this. This was just a fun watch. It wasn't great. Some of the sound effects are a little funny. I showed you the big climactic fight between Michael, the Arc Rider, and Hokkaido. And it sounds like two metal pipes banging against each other in slow motion. Yeah, but there's some stop mode. It's just a fun story.
So does he have his armor, or does he get it?
He has it. Like, he just installs.
Gotcha.
Like, there's not really a transformation scene. It's kind of like he gets shot, and then he's like, all right. And then it just, like, comes on, and he just kind of starts killing people.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had fun. It kind of lifted my spirits after the disappointment that was Kamen Rider Sky Rider. Some, this dark tokusatsu that's just kind of like, I just find it fun when things get mixed up, like Fist of the North Star meets Kamen Rider. It's like, oh, that's kind of fun. So you watched a movie called Big Game in 2015 featuring Samuel L. Jackson. No.
Without the cussing. And it's just, it doesn't work because it's coming from his mouth, and it's like, ugh. So eventually they get back to, they're being chased. They get back to Air Force One. This is like the end of the climax of the movie. The main bodyguard is like chasing after them in a helicopter. He's trying to shoot him. They get into Air Force One, which is partially underwater. They're kind of safe for a little bit. They rig the plane. The bad guys rig the plane to blow up. Samuel Jackson and the kid get in the cockpit, and they use the ejector seat that's in there, and they fly up into the air, and it surprises the bodyguard.
Yeah,
and
he's
just like,
they see this thing strapped to their head. Okay.
Yeah, his shirt or whatever, it just kind of like goes dink, and then like flies off, and he's like, ha ha, and he starts moving in his gun up in slow motion to shoot at them, and then he's like, oh, my heart, and then he just starts shooting the helicopter and blows it up, and that's like his big thing. And then like the rest of the army comes, and they rescue Samuel Jackson, and then it cuts over to like the Pentagon, where the vice president and the guy that orchestrated all of this kind of meet in the bathroom. He's like, what about our plan or whatever? And it's like this old, like 80-year-old guy, and he's like, well, we did the opposite. Yeah, well, he's like, it doesn't matter the outcome. We succeeded. He's like, we didn't make him into a martyr, but we made him into a hero, and that works. And the vice president's like, no, this is going to come back on me. You need to fix this. And then he just like sweeps the leg on the vice president, who whams his head into the counter, and he dies. And then he starts covering up by making it look like he slipped by putting soap on his feet and soap on the floor, and he's doing like this speech, and then he just kind of walks off into the sunset. And that's kind of how the movie ends. And when I saw the scene with the arrow hitting that guy in the chest where the bullet was and killing him, all I could think of was Adam West in Family Guy when he's had a gun pointed at him and he's like, you're going to be really foolish. Or he's like, somewhere on my body is a shield the size of a bullet, and if you hit it, you're going to be very foolish. That's all I could think about.
That's so dumb. I think I'm starting to remember seeing like trailers for this movie like in theaters.
I would feel so bad if you had to pay money to watch this movie.
Yeah, definitely didn't go to see this. What a terrible casting thing for Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, I'm sure he got his money's worth.
Yeah, just in terms of like utilizing the actor, it's just like
he did get his one motherfucker.
He's always got to have one. He's got to have one.
Gotta have one.
All right. Well, we watched a couple of things together today. I don't know how much to say about this. We watched Return to Silent Hill, which is
an experience.
A film directed by the French dude who directed the first movie. This is somehow a Silent Hill 2 movie that somehow you get wrong every single thing about Silent Hill 2 while trying to say like, oh, I understand it. This is what it is. While doing the opposite. Okay, to put it in perspective, Silent Hill 2 is a story about James Sunderland getting a letter from his dead wife that's been 3 years since her death that says, I'm in our special place. That one place that we went, on our fucking vacation. The last happy memory we ever had together before the sickness took over and I fucking died. In this movie, James Sunderland is not married to Mary. They were only boyfriend and girlfriend. He's a painter in this movie, driving a convertible Mustang, listening to rock music at the beginning of this movie.
It's rad.
It's tone deaf. It makes no sense. They try to combine Silent Hill 1's cult stuff with Silent Hill 2 while referencing Silent Hill 4 stuff. Oh my god. I don't know what else to say other than the fact that they somehow managed to get everything wrong when they had the game laid out for them to adapt.
Everything wrong, and then they had to go and add weird cult stuff that didn't need to be there.
Well, the only reason this asshole put the cult stuff from Silent Hill 1 is like, oh, well, people loved that in the first movie because this is the sequel, right? Little does a poor Christoph Gans doesn't know that the cult doesn't exist in Silent Hill 2. It's a separate thing altogether. Like, Silent Hill 2 is an introspective horror. Like, Silent Hill 1 is the cult's there, the fucking stuff's going on, and Harry's trying to be a good dad and save his daughter. It's that story. It didn't need to be here, but it's like, no, it could be here. We're going to put the ash, it's not foggy, it's ashy outside.
Yeah.
We're going to play, like...
You all missed a great hour-and-a-half rant, which I highly recommend listening to. It made that movie enjoyable.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Beshi. In terms of how you built it up in your mind, how enjoyable was me? How did it stack up? Did I live up to it? Did I undersell it? Where was I sitting at in terms of when we watched this movie and your expectation of my
So
reaction?
I'm going to be honest with you. When I was thinking about how you were going to react to it, I imagined you having breaks or pauses for breath. Uh, in reality, there was no pause. There was no breaks. It was just a continuous, just stream of everything that is wrong with this movie for however long it was. There was no stopping.
I think I only paused at the beginning of the movie when the sun is out. James is in a convertible Mustang with sunglasses on with paintings in the background, listening to rock music driving. And I paused. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is this?
There was
And
only
they do this.
pausing for buffering of the movie.
Yeah, we had to switch whatever. Like, and the other thing is like, they tried to like give this backstory and show you what James and Mary were like before her death, but they're not even married. They're dating and moving into a place together. So it just, one, you're trying to like Silent Hill 2 is nothing. It literally starts with my wife's been dead for 3 years and she sent me a letter. It can't be her. Let me go to Silent Hill and just figure this out because I don't know, you know? And then he just goes off, he does his thing. And then you get little snippets. You get like, oh, James goes to the park and that's the edge of the lake and he has a flashback very subtly of just him and Mary there. There's no like looking into each other's eyes and being like, oh, I love you so much, Jamesy Poo. Me. Like there's none of that. And then, like, you know, Maria pops into the fucking scene and, like, knocks him out of his, like, flashback of, like, oh, yeah, back when I used to be happy. This movie doesn't do that. It tries to, like, fill in the back half, which you're doing it wrong. They're not even married. They tried to include all the endings at the end of the movie, but don't understand the endings of the movie whatever. I'm gonna probably play through Silent Hill 2 now and the remake of it just so I can like go through all the things, explain just like this is what this means.
Palate cleanser.
Yeah, I need to get it off my chest because I don't think Meshi. He listened to me rant for an hour and a half, and I talked over the movie because nothing was going on. Like the dialogue was like, oh, he finds Eddie throwing up in the bathroom. Eddie hasn't killed anybody. He doesn't feel like murder, like remorse or something, and he starts immediately like saying like, oh, I didn't do it, they were dead when I got here, I don't know what you're talking about, like ultra defensive off the like the rip. No, he's just throwing up in a bathroom. He's like, oh, everyone in Silent Hill's sick, look at my staph infection, hey James, where are you going? And starts following after James, and he's like, oh no, you woke him up, and starts punching him for waking up Pyramid Head, which doesn't make any fucking sense. And then Eddie just was like, all right, he's coming, bye, punch, and like leaves. Like, and that's Eddie in the movie.
There was not a breath or pause in that. Look, if I had to watch this movie raw without you in the background just going on about it, it would have been terrible. Like I probably wouldn't have made it through the movie. Because it has nothing going on to it that like keeps your attention where you're like, I can't wait till the next scene. It's more like just like, yeah, okay, we're going. But with Scum in the background, it was like watching director's commentary. But the director wasn't in control of what he was doing in the movie. His name was just on the movie. He's like, I can't believe they put my name to this. This isn't right. I would have done this, and I would have done that.
This is what this means. This is what this means. Pyramid Head is supposed to be fucking mannequins, not a spider thing and punching it in the kidneys. It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I didn't pause the movie, and it was somehow worse than I thought it was. And we watched the trailers on this podcast, I believe.
Yes, we did.
I knew it was going to be garbage.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be as bad as it somehow subverted my expectations and swung even lower.
Well, I mean, in the trailers, it never showed the cult.
You're not wrong. All we did, we saw Pyramid Head with the clear like foam cardboard spray painted black under chin thing. Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's like you hit these things like on the head thinking like, yeah, I nailed it. I don't need you anymore, Maria. It's like, oh my god, that's not. No, that's not. You missed it. You no.
Mind
Oh.
powers activate.
Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit about the Marina thing because I didn't go on the rant about it, but I just need a little bit. Okay, in the movie, okay, you watch James and he's going down his painting corridor, right, of his paintings of Mary because he's an artist in the movie, so he painted Mary a lot. All right. And he's got Maria following behind him, who's been stabbed by a nurse. And James is looking through his brow bone like fucking that one asshole in Full Metal Jacket that shoots his own fucking mouth.
Brains out, yeah.
He's looking like him, like ugh. And Maria's like, "Where are you going, James?" And he covers his ears and goes, "I don't need you anymore." And somehow summons Pyramid Head to impale Maria from behind. But he Orihime, I reject. And he killed Maria with his Pyramid Head stand. In the game, so you're trying, in the game, James is like kind of off put by Maria. It's very strange. Because guess what? Maria has his dead wife's face. But he's trying to protect her and get her through this area. So you're going through this tense moment of running away from this Pyramid Head that's chasing both of you. And so he's trying to save her, and they're running away together. And before she can get to the elevator, she gets stabbed from behind. And it's this tragic moment of basically James reliving losing his wife. But in the movie, it's like, I reject you. I don't need you. And kills her with this fucking stand. It's
over the top and really silly.
yeah.
And
So
dumb.
two thumbs down from me. But we had some fun watching this, didn't we, Meshi?
Oh yeah, we definitely did.
We watched G.I. Joe Resolute?
Yep.
Retribution?
Resolute.
Resolving?
Absolute Bloom.
So Steve Bloom is voicing like every other character in this G.I. Joe. I guess this was a web series that got like compiled into one 56-minute movie. This is violent. People die horribly.
Yeah, they do.
Snake Eyes is cutting fucking Cobra Dude's butt to tip. People are getting shot in the fucking head. I mean, this fucking thing starts with like Cobra Commander like activating his like satellite blimp thing and like nukes Moscow with particle beams. And kills what, like 10 million people?
Yeah, like yeah, upwards of 10 million people.
It's kind of rad. It's like, oh fuck, like the stakes are really high here. It wasn't like animated amazingly well. It was serviceable for like an American done thing. For some reason, we don't put any money into animation. Looking at you, Invincible. But this was just a fun watch of like, because I'm a casual G.I. Joe fan. I don't know anything about it. I know Cobra Commander's rad. And he's great in this. I love him.
Yeah, they're really going for the he's actually evil, everyone.
I mean, for fuck's sake, at the end of the movie, when he's getting chased down to his last bunker that's underneath a Walmart parking lot where he's about to set off another nuke, he kills all of his own guys, takes their blood, finger paints a Cobra symbol on bulletproof glass in his last-ditch bunker that he's hiding in. And he locks it, and he's just like, "You can't get me, Joe. Fuck you." It's kind of rad.
Yeah.
No, I think that's really all I say about it. I mean, if you still want to watch some like animated action thing, I think it was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a good little hour-long watch. It's
And seeing how many Steve Blooms you can pick out, it's like, is that Steve Bloom with an accent?
yeah, trying to beat our record of like 5.
Yeah, it was quite a lot. But I think that does it for our podcast, Meshi. I think we did solid work today.
Oh, the big 3-0.
Big 3-0. 30 episodes almost straight.
3-0 showtime.
Seeing your fucking face on the fucking big O mech. So stupid. All right. Well, that's a podcast. I'm gonna leave all my links and stuff down below if you want to go follow my gaming channel where I do playthroughs and stuff. But we'll see y'all next week. Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye.